Other people thought I could sing well starting in high school. I thought I could sing well when I first started, like which was when I was like 5. I thought I was amazing. I didn't really perform until senior year of high school, which is when everyone came out to the talent show and voted for me, and I won, and I was always grateful. I felt like a star from then on, but who knew that was gonna get much harder after high school. My name is Kadeem Trail. I go by the name RaKooN. I'm a singer, songwriter, dancer, lots of things. When I first started singing, I didn't have doubt because it wasn't a career. It was just something I was doing. And I was in school, I was going to church. Like there were other things to do. Like it didn't seem like that was the one thing I had to do all the time. In the 10th grade, I definitely knew I was suicidal. There were days where I would just sit in my room by myself in the dark, doing nothing, just thinking about why I was here. And it got to a point where I stopped even thinking about why I was here because that became irrelevant. It felt like there was literally no need for me to be here. There were no answers. Why waste your time thinking about it when you can just go? I went to Five Towns College in 2011. That's the year I started. I hated it. Don't think I was really prepared for what I went for. I had to learn how to read music. I had to learn how to hear music. And these are all things that everyone else was prepared to do and was already learning their craft before they got to school, and I didn't learn it, and so I fell behind, and so I ended up getting kicked out of school, and I had given up on music at that point. As soon as I found out that I was kicked out of school, I had quit making music. As soon as I got out of school, I told my mom I was not recording anymore. Didn't want to make another song, wasn't going to write any more music. And I remember her asking, well, what are you going to do? And I was like, I don't know. I'm not good at anything else, but I'm not doing this anymore. Clearly, I'm not supposed to do it. I got kicked out of school. It's the one thing I want to do. It's not for me.
Even though I have a college degree, I was perfectly fine with him not going back to school. I do not believe that school is for everyone. And I've always known that school wasn't for him. However, I'm very hands-on, so I check homework, we study, we think, we learn. But that was really who I am, and me being a mom, making sure that I got my child through high school. He is very quiet, laid back, and really doesn't want to talk, but when he's on stage, he is aggressive. He takes everything personally. He's very serious about his craft, his work ethic. He is just, like, even when he's dancing, honestly, when he's dancing, I really see myself. He dances hard. He wants to hit it. He wants to make sure everybody likes him. And he's not on stage acting like this isn't important. This is his job. And I like that about him.
I remember my cousin Bobby signing me up for an audition for a show. She brought me to a studio and she's like, well, here's your audition. And I'm like, are you kidding me, Bobs? You really gonna make me do this right now? I told you I quit. And thanks to Bobby, I'm still doing music to this day. While I was in school, I did a hip-hop R&B cypher, and it ended up going online. I personally thought it was garbage. Everyone else seemed to like it. It caught the attention of someone named Scott Morris, who I know as Nigel, but that's fine. And he was like, hey, I'm putting together a tour. We're going to different colleges. We're going to perform. And I was like, I'm all for it. I went and I auditioned, and I don't think I've ever left a room happier than when I left the audition room for Dean's List Tour. To see how much Dean's List Tour has grown since year one. Year one, I think I had 3 shows. Dean's List Tour year 4, I had 3 shows in my first 2 months. And it's really great when you see someone from the beginning and see how much they've grown in such a little amount of time, and to see that I have grown with them on the outside. And now I can come in and give what I have, give what I've learned, and they can give what they've learned throughout the years.
I worked with him on his project, Sagging Astute Through the Looking Glass. I worked with him on a song called Don't Let Me Go. Worked on another song called Dynamite for his next project, Spectrum. That was different, but I liked it a lot, so that was cool. All the experiences wasn't bad at all. It was fun. He's more confident in what he does. He's less worried about what other people think, to a point where it affects his work. Because before he's very, he's opinionated, but he would let other people taint his vision about things. I think now that's not a factor as much now. He's more confident in himself and things he writes and things he says. He's more comfortable, which is good, which is very good.
My favorite thing about being on the Jesus tour is probably visiting the high schools, which is fairly new. When I first started the Jesus tour, it was all about going to colleges and networking with college students and people your age. And I love going to the high schools because unlike college kids who are already too cool and already who they feel like they should be, high school kids are genuinely excited to see you. Right now, I'm in the process of making my very first EP, which is going to be named Orange. A really basic title if you compare it to anything else I've had in the past. It started out with songs that were filled with things that I thought should be common knowledge, but just weren't. And then it turned into, well, this can't just be about me, let's make it about everyone. Things that everybody goes through, that everyone thinks they go through alone, but everybody goes through it. And so it's just an EP filled of truths that may or may not apply to your life, but you'll definitely find something on there that applies to you. Kids used to pick on me because of the pigmentation around my eyes, and it's a little bit darker than the rest of my face now, but before it was so much worse and kids were so cruel. And I remember going home and telling my mother that people were picking on me. And I would come home every day consistently saying, kids are picking on me, I'm sad. My mom was like, are you really gonna let people's words have so much power over you? And I took that to the heart. And I went to school and I told all those kids, you know what? My name is RaKooN now. You're gonna have to call me RaKooN for the rest of my life. It is no longer an insult. It's who I am now. Everything is just, it's all about being yourself. So RaKooN, red hair, they probably don't go together, but when you think about you being yourself and you accepting all of yourself, you just do. You know what? You just do. Whenever something pops into your head, you just do it. And that's what my name and my music and my artistry and my brand is all about.